do for choral reading, so like I said, I'm going to model it first, and then I'm going to ask you about like certain expressions and pauses I use and stuff, and then you're going to read it too. And I just want to note that this would probably be used for upper elementary, like maybe like 3rd through 6th grade is what I found, because you can't pay attention to where you're putting stress and emotion and pauses if you're trying to sound out the words. So you definitely, this wouldn't be ideal for like in my practicum with 1st graders. So I'm just going to read through like the first, I'm going to read through the story, and then we're going to talk about the first 3 paragraphs, okay? So Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept off from the dance floor, and he started walking home. He never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing, and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, "but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." Okay, so what did we notice about like pauses and emphasis I put on certain things in the first paragraph? So like in the second line and the 4th line rhyme at the end, like floor and roar. So I put emphasis on floor and roar, so the author would be trying to convey that so you can recognize they rhyme, and I would pause in between like the 2nd and 3rd line there. And then could you tell what emotion I was conveying in the 2nd paragraph? What emotion or like attitude was I conveying? I was being mean, right? And then in the 3rd paragraph, did my tone change at all? Was I still being mean? What was I being like? Sad. So you'd be able to tell the difference of what animals were being mean and how he reacted sadly. All right, so just read through those first 3 paragraphs for me. And I'm trying to use the same expressions, pauses that I used, and switching tone in between the 2nd and 3rd paragraphs, okay? I'm going to count you down so you don't feel awkward. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor. The lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. "Hey, Gerald, clumsy Gerald. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. I feel like such a clot."
That's so good, guys. I know it's hard, but it's great to do it in unison because often kids are afraid. They get embarrassed to like use expression like that if they're reading out loud. If I asked just you to read it out loud, you would be embarrassed to act mean like that or act sad. So when you do it all together, you can all use that expression. You don't have to be like embarrassed at all, especially with the ELLs like I talked about. So that was really good because you can see how the tone completely changes in between the 2, and you can tell that it's 2 different people, or in this case, a group of animals, and then 1 person talking in between those 2. So that's really good. And you would do this throughout the whole thing, and this would be more like a group setting, obviously, because there's like 5 of us. But in another setting too, when you're doing a small group like that, I could assign roles. I could have one of you be the timekeeper, one of you ask questions at the end, give you different roles, and we could go over that as well. So, and that's the end.